Hi everybody, I'm here to report on last night's 6-0 win. Yes, I said 6-0 win against Kilmarnock at Ibrox. What can I say? Well, I'll start by saying this. My experience started really badly and obviously ended up the most enjoyable night at Ibrox of the whole season. It started badly because not only was it the most miserable night of the season weather-wise, with the rain teeming down, I, along with hundreds of others, discovered that our smart card wouldn't get us through the turnstiles. So we had to queue up outside the ticket office for about half an hour in the rain, hundreds of us, to get a paper ticket to get in. And by the time I got in, the match had been started for 15 minutes. Not that I missed much, as I discovered from my son and from watching the highlights later. Although even then, in that time, we could have scored a couple of goals because Igaman missed a sitter from a nice cutback by Czerny, and Suter missed one from a couple of yards out, although the ball was slightly behind him. So probably I missed the worst part of the match. So yay, that's what I call a bit of luck. The match I saw from 15 minutes onwards was our best display, I would say, at Ibrox this season. The passing was better, even in the dreadful conditions. We were moving about quicker, moving into space, passing, shooting, better balls into the area, all these things. And it was good that he actually tried a different formation from what we could see. It looked as if it was a 4-4 and not 2, but a 1-1. But not even just with Igaman up front and Danilo playing behind him. The two of them switched, and in fact, Czerny as well. And Hadji, if you take these as the front four, they all interchanged and switched about, coming up in the left, the right, through the middle. That really bamboozled the Killie defenders, the whole team that would be. But that was something we've got to keep going with. Just have interchangeable forwards who can all do something different, either a bit of power, a bit of strength, or a bit of skill and nous, the way Hadji or Danilo can do. So Danilo, Igaman up front, Hadji playing in midfield. That's how we should go forward. Let's see what we can do with this. So anyhow, that was a nice change in formation. The only surprise was Connor Barron was on the bench, but I think he needed a rest, or he was allowed a rest ahead of what's to come. I'm sure he'll be back for the big games in the next week or so. So anyhow, better formation, better play. The crowd wasn't tense, wasn't getting annoyed at any point, even after missed a few chances. Danilo had a chance, a header from penalty spot that the goalie did well to save, although it was pretty much straight at him. So we missed a few chances, but the crowd wasn't getting nervous, wasn't getting annoyed. And then the first goal came about 38th minute, I think, and that was from Hadji. Brilliant cross from the left wing, deep, right into the box. Tavernier runs onto it and just first times it into the roof of the net. Brilliant ball, great finish. The only worry was we had a VAR check and it seemed to go on forever, and I didn't think there was any doubt about it. When I saw it later on TV in the highlights, it was pretty close, but he was onside. But at the time I thought, why are we having a VAR check? There was no way he was anywhere near offside, when in fact he was quite close to it. So great goal, that put us on our way. As I say, we didn't have any nerves. The crowd were feeling happy for a change at half time. And then the second half only got better. We played even better the longer the game went on. And in fact, second goal, that came after Danilo had actually missed a sitter because he'd a nice cut back from Czerny. And he should have put it in the net. He's done this before from practically the same position, but the goalkeeper saved it, although it was straight at him. So he should have scored then, but only a few minutes later we did score. Nice movement between Hadji and Jefte up the left wing. Jefte got to the edge of the box, lovely cross, low cross into the box, and there's Danilo just sticking his leg out and putting it into the net. So well done First goal from open play, I think, from about August probably. So 2-0 up. We knew the game was won, but we just got better and better. And the third goal really had people off their seats. Killie gave it away. Igaman pounced on it, took it forward, I don't know, about 10 yards maybe, with a couple of guys in front of him. And he just fizzed it into the net low, just inside the post from about 20 yards. The crowd's up on its feet, and no wonder. What a goal. The guy had a really good game as well, and that was just the crowning glory. I think the fourth was Cherny's one. That came unusually from Raskin getting the ball outside the box, dribbling past the guy, getting inside the box, dribbling past two other defenders with a bit of quick footwork, and then just slipping it a yard or two to the side for Cherny. He took one touch and then he whacked it into the far corner low. Brilliant goal, especially from Raskin, showing us that he can do more than just run about and tackle. Oh, and by the way, he played from, I think, about half an hour in with a bandage round his head. And what is it about Rangers players? We always play better when we've got a bandage round our head. Remember Dado Perzo, Terry Butcher, the latest one, obviously Raskin. He'd been having a good game, as he has had the last month. He'd have a good game anyhow last night, and he got even better once that bandage went on him. Maybe we should make all our players wear a bandage right from the first minute, and they might alternate in performances like that. And by the way, having seen it back on TV, and I thought this at the time while I was there, the guy who actually headbutted him basically on the head got away scot-free, not even a booking. Could have been a red card. The ball comes out, Raskin goes up to head it, the guy's behind him and to the side of him, no chance of getting the ball, but he sticks his head forward anyhow and catches Raskin above the ear, side of the head, above the ear. Raskin goes down, there's blood coming out of his head, he takes ages to get bandaged up. Meanwhile, the other guy pretends to be hurt and has a minute or so being attended to, and then he gets up, nothing the matter with him, and the referee didn't even book him. Absolute disgrace. Same as the Danilo one at Perth last season when he got his cheekbone broken when he headed the ball into the net for a goal. Referee just ignored it. That should have been a red card in Perth. Referee didn't even speak to the guy or book him because, well, it was a goal and it was a Rangers player, so what does it matter anyhow? But that was a disgrace. Nick Walsh not even booking that guy for dangerous play. Headbutts him in the side of the head, blood's coming out, and yet nothing. Just accidental clash of heads. Yeah, that'll be right. Killie players did that a couple of times on Balogun, who went down holding his ribs at one point, and again nothing happened there either. So at least Balogun was tough enough just to get up and continue after a few minutes or a minute or so. So anyhow, that was bad, but Raskin played great. Man of the match, created the fourth goal. What more can you ask? Fifth and sixth came after all the various substitutes. Drossers comes on, and who knew it? 2 goals when he comes on the last, 15 minutes or something. And who knew that he could actually score a goal by taking the ball first time and not dilly-dallying and just whacking it into the net. I think his first one, the 5th goal, came from, this was the one from a Shefty cross. The earlier one I described with Danilo was actually Hadji who set it up. This one, it was Shefty up the left, into the box, first time, just guide it into the net, and that was a great goal. That one was another VAR check, and I didn't think there was any problem, but when I saw it on TV later, it was pretty close, but he was onside, Shefty, when he got by the guy and put it into the box. And then the 6th goal came with Drossers getting his second goal. Again, who knew? First time shot once Tavernier had cut it back to him, and a first time shot straight into the net. You know, that's how you should be doing it. Easy to do maybe when you're 4-0 up. If only you could do that when it was nothing each. So anyhow, 6 goals, great game, really enjoyable. Fans going away in a miserable night of weather, really happy, hoping this could be the turning point, hoping the team can see this is how you play against these teams, this is how you beat them and score goals. I think we had 19 shots at goal, 11 on target, and they had 4 at goal and none on target. So that shows the dominance we had in the game, and when you get 6 goals out of all that, you've got to go away happy and look forward to the next game.